I worked for a company that had more or less 200 employees. They were all good people. I loved them all, even the toxic ones. But I only respected around 5 of them. Why? Because I call them the caring professionals. They cared for the well-being of the company and also the well-being of those they worked with. And they were in high positions, earning very, very well. And one of them one day got promoted, so I approached him and I said, "Congratulations. What's the secret of your success?" And he said, "There's no secret. I just love my job." "Really?" I said. "And how do you get to love your job?" "Well, it starts with a decision to love your job and be grateful for it. That's it. That's all you need to do." 60% of all the employees in the Philippines are silently quitting. What does it mean? They're just doing what is needed, nothing more. They can do more, but they're just doing what is needed. In fact, most of the time they do less. And why? Because they feel they are underpaid and overworked. This was based on the research done by a consumer and analytic company known as Milieu Insight and was published at Philippine Star. Can you blame them? Life is hard, and if you're not earning enough to provide the basic needs for your family, then you probably do the same thing. So what can we do? What can employers do? They can't pay them more, but what they can do is try to convince them that it's not to their advantage to silently quit, especially at times like this. Because if the company does better and they need employees that for higher position, if you are not doing your job now the way you should, they will not choose you. They will not also improve your pay. And if the company does worse and they have to lay off people, would they not choose you as one of them to be laid off? The corporate vampires. Oh yes, they are in organizations. They are very dangerous type of persons. They are very destructive to the organization and to its members. Why? Because they sap the energy of the organization and the people that are working there. What they do is they tell lies. They say to the members that the organization doesn't really care for you. They just make you work, and when they don't need you anymore, bye. That's what they do. They demoralize the people in the organization. And what's dangerous is that they spread in numbers. Those who believe in the vampires become vampires themselves. So what do? Someone said, "Well, very easy. I just chop them off." There will always be vampires. In or out of the organization, they are harmful to the organization. Here's one thing you can do. You can invest in them. You can try to convince them that it's not to their benefit. It doesn't do them any good to be vampires. Instead, to do the other thing, to be agents, positive agents for the company or organization. That's Logan, the dog of my son. Whenever he's around, it feels so good because he expresses unconditional love. Now tell me, who does not want to feel unconditional love? He also reminds me the importance of being in the present or in the now. He doesn't think of negative thoughts of the past or negative thoughts of the future. No, he's just there doing what he wants to do. Okay? Do you know that employers want employees who are in the present or in the now because they can focus and do the jobs better. They're like, so to speak, a mountain climber. A mountain climber needs to be in the now, needs to be in the present, because if he's not totally conscious of what's going on, he could fall and die. What's nice about the mountain climber, he knows what he wants to achieve and he does it slowly but surely. So, if you want to do well in your job, be in the present or in the now. One thing I learned doing workshops is that the participants want to belong to an organization which treats them like family members. What does it mean to be a family member? It means that the members care for each other, care for their well-being, help them improve their lives. But is that the situation in organizations? Okay. Of course, yes, it starts from the top, yes. Yeah, but even if the top person does not act like a good father or mother, the managers can still act like a good father, like a good brother, like a good sister to their employees, to their subordinates. And the subordinates can also care for one another. That's the only way you can feel that you belong to an organization that truly cares for one another.